All right, Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well. Much respect to you, brothers laboring worldwide in truth and in sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is your brother Dawada here at the church in Birmingham, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, is edifying. And basically, this is going to be another news and prophecy, because it's just not one thing you can touch on now. What the Spirit of the Lord is doing, He's filling the earth. All right, He's making things shake. Matter of fact, before we begin, let me get this precept right quick, because the Spirit of the Lord, He's filling the earth right now. Okay, that's why we see things playing out on a mass scale. Okay, that's why you see sedition among men. All right, you see all type of things going on. Why? Because the Lord is filling the earth with His Spirit. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 7. It reads, "The Spirit of the Lord filleth the world," you see, "and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him." So yeah, the unrighteous, the ungodly, is not being hid in this time. All right, and the vengeance, when it come, is not going to pass by him. All right, it says, "For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord, for the manifestation, the revealing of his wicked deeds." So that's where we at, man. All right, the Lord is revealing Esau and all his wickedness, drawing near to the earth. All right, and things are playing out on a mass scale. So this first article I have, it's from the New York Times, and it says, "There's a name for the blah you're feeling. It's called languishing." That headline is crazy. It said it's called languishing. Well, guess what? The earth is languishing. Why? Because it's under the haughty people. Let's go get that. Okay? And all these things are playing out at the end. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. Salaki, let me get this out of the screen. Isaiah 24 and verse 4. "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish." You see, the haughty people of the earth do languish. Man, this is the most powerful book in history, man. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Why is the earth and the people languishing? Let's continue to read. "The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant." Who did that? Esau, Edom, man. The so-called white man. Verse 6. "Therefore have the curse," who is the curse? Esau. "Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left." And that's ultimately what it's going to be. All right, it's going to be few men left on the earth. All right, let's go back to that article. It says, "There's a name for the blah you're feeling. It's called languishing." Yeah, these people are, matter of fact, let's get that word language, because that's a bad word. Let's get that word language. Okay? And that's the spirit that the Lord is filling the earth using the words, you know, that's consisted of the scriptures, man.
Strong's H 535. Amal. Gesenius lexicon. Amal. Or Amael.
All right, you heard it. Let's go to definition. To be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. Yeah, man. It's over for Babylon the Great. It says what? To be or grow feeble. And this is the Lord taking down Esau Edom piece by piece. He's growing feeble. All right? He's at the end of his run. When a person gets up in the age, all right, their body tends to break down, right? And the reason why is because you're getting older, you're at the end of your run. And Esau is at the end of his run. All right? That's why the haughty people of the earth do languish. You can't make this up, man. Let's go back. To grow feeble. So guess what? These people are growing feeble, right? It says the neglected middle child of mental health can dull your motivation and focus, and it may be the dominant emotion of 2021 year of Haitian Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You can't make this up, man. All right? End time prophecy playing out before our eyes. Look at that. That's a beautiful scene. I don't even want to pick up the groceries. Why? Because this place is finished. There is no hope in Babylon. Matter of fact, let's get that. All right? You know, I'm going to keep that. I want to come back to Isaiah 24. New tab. That's how the spirit work, you know. Lord give you precepts even after you set up precepts. You know? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Because that lady right there, she ain't see no hope. She let the bag of the groceries sit on the floor while drinking her Starbucks coffee. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. You see? And these people are saying they have no pleasure in the days and the years that's drawing nigh, man. Why? Because we at the end of this thing. The Lord is performing a mighty work. Okay? Now, I'm not going to read this article. All right? We got the headline. Let's go to the next one. All right? News and prophecy. Okay? It says, police charge Massachusetts man was trying to run over, you know, you see what they say, black, so-called black, there's nobody black on this earth, so-called black children after playground fight. And once again, everything with the Lord starts out as a seed. So the scriptures tell us that the Lord is going to raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. All right? There's these certain pockets of race wars, right? These certain pockets, right? Of how can I say it? Matter of fact, I let's let the scriptures talk. The scriptures say better than I can say it, right? Let's go to what do I want? Zechariah. Let's go to the quick nav. Let's go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 9. Okay. Let's see. And it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, we seeing the Lord of hosts, doing his thing. Look at that. Deliverance of Judah and Ephraim. See that? Yeah, let's start at 11. As for thee also, for by the blood of thy covenant I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. Yeah, and the Lord has spiritually taken us out of this pit, which is going to manifest into the physical, right? Where there was no water, and he has given us this living water to understand this truth, right? It says, turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, fill the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and have made thee as a sword of a mighty man. See that? As the sword of a mighty man. So the Lord is what? Hey, he's putting this thing into work. Check out this article. Now, I read somewhere earlier. All right. Let's get the headline again. Police charge Massachusetts man with trying to run over so-called black children after playground fight. So, a Massachusetts man was recently arrested and charged with attempting to run over a group of black children in response to a school playground fight. Shane Belleville, 36 of Holbrook, was charged with assault and battery, 4 counts of civil rights violation, 4 counts of assault with the attempt to intimidate based on race, 4 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon, motor vehicle. And get this, yeah, I was wondering if they're gonna have it in here. It says Bellevue was arrested by Holbrook police last Thursday at his home and was arraigned at the Quincy District Court. He was released that day after posting $750 bond. Now understand, this dude has 4 counts of 3 different charges, and he has a $750 bail, man. I already let you know. Now, the other article I had this guy's face. Okay, it says the reason for the fight was matter of fact, man. Let me let's bring this up. This one there you go. This app called Newsbreak, man. It has all the news. As you can see, this is the Edomite, right? You see the same bit of information, but this one right here has more of the information. See that Newsweek article did not have all this information. All right, it says a Massachusetts man is accused of trying to run over a group of black children following a racially charged playground fight with a group of white children. You see that? So it's black children, so-called Negroes, right, fighting so-called white children, the Edomites of the Bible. Well, we just read the scripture where the Lord said he's going to do that. All right? End time prophecy. That's what we see playing out right now. On the rest of this article, it says the arrest and subsequent charges came shortly after police responded to a call on April the 10th at approximately 1:15 p.m. Police said a juvenile called and said that a man in a red pickup truck tried to run the caller and a group of the friends over. How the fuck this dude not charged with manslaughter or attempted murder? Right? See? Hey, it lets you know who's in power and who we dealing with. Let's get to the next article, right? This is news and prophecy being fulfilled. Matter of fact, let's get one more scripture before we go to the next article. Okay? Let's see. And once again, this is what? The return of Yahawah Bahasham, right? The signs that we are to look for. Okay? Let's get one of them. It says, Yep. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, right? And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes. Now that word famines is plural, right? It's going to be a famine of the word and an actual famine, man. All right? It says, and earthquakes in diverse places, and we seeing it. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You see, we at the beginning of this thing. The Lord can speed it up if He want. All right, these weeks are flying by. We already in the middle of April. We're in the middle of April. All right, the 4th month. This year is speeding by through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right. Let's go to the next article. Right. We all, should be understanding about this. Elder Manat, the Elder Manat Zakbar out of South Carolina did a video regarding this, and other brothers have touched on it also. Says police ID gunman who killed 8 people at an Indianapolis FedEx facility as 19-year-old former employee. All right. Well, how did this guy have access to just to come in there like that? All right. We should know, the information, but this is just more biblical prophecy. Let's get it. Back in Matthew chapter 24, we're going to jump around a bit. What do I want? Because this is the list that the Lord said was going to happen. All right. All the things, all the signs to look for. Right. Let's see. I must have skipped it. Hold on. Salakia. Bear with me. Yep, there it is. I did skip it. This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound. What's iniquity? It's sin on top of sin. And because iniquity shall abound, what does abound mean? It's going to flourish. That's part of the end time tokens, the signs. Let's get that. When intended for it to go, be long, but whatever. Hey, the Spirit of the Lord, He's in control. All right. It says because iniquity shall abound, right? But that's what we're going to see in the last days. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This thing be tripping. Come on. Let's get it. 2nd Ezra, chapter 5. Right? This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, nevertheless, concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they that dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number. Yeah, it's over 3 million dead from the C-19, right? It says, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And the land is barren of faith. The elder also did a video regarding how these different churches, right, are losing their members. All right, how they don't identify with the so-called white man doctrine anymore. Right? That's part of his power language and part of him growing feeble. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. You see? And that's what we witnessing. All right? This guy went in there, shot up 8 people. All right? Why? Because we're at the end of this thing. Back in Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see? But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. You see? But what? These are all signs, that the Lord told us to be looking for. All right, let's go to the next article. Okay, it says, out of control. Fire breaks out in Cape Town's Table Mountain National Park. See? Wildfires. It's biblical prophecy. Okay? It says an out of control fire is burning in Cape Town's Table Mountain National Park, damaging buildings and prompting evacuation of hikers from the city's most famous landmark, South Africa officials said Sunday, right? No, this fire is, if you go look up Cape Town, all right, that was a slave port, okay? And they set up their own monuments, and as they always do, they call themselves by that name. But guess what? The Lord, just like he's doing in California, all right, it's a drought warning for the west, the western portion of the country, as the Lord is preparing sore grievous destruction, all right, for Babylon. Okay, without this water, and I'm gonna get back to this article, but without this water at this dam, they cannot, I repeat, they cannot generate power. You won't have any power, any water. It could cause the dust, all right, from these certain crops that they have overfarmed the land, instead of having the land Sabbath every 7 years. These devils are totally contrary to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, but because of their wickedness and them not doing what he say do, it's gonna bite them in the ass. Okay, along with these fires, it's dry over there. It's gonna be dry in California, and it's gonna only get worse. That's where we at. Okay, so let's get a precept regarding that. Okay. What do I want? Yep. Let's go to this tab. Let's go to Acts. And the Lord, he's made it so beautiful for us that, all we got to do is cut on the camera and bring out precepts. He's made it so beautiful for us. All right. Everything is speaking. Let's see. Acts chapter 2. And I want to say, let's see. Yep. Matter of fact, we got to start up, because the elder Kazak did a beautiful lesson, man, on how this is the terrible time, man. All right. And Jacob's trouble is approaching. It's going to be worse than ever. All right. And everybody was seeing dreams, of the prophecy, the brother Dark Matter Yahawah, right? And man, I was listening to that, man, I got chills, man. And that's why we do this, man, so the Lord can have mercy on us and our family, That's why we do this. We want to have mercy. But this is Acts chapter 2 and verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, you see? And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And that's what we seeing playing out. Okay? Now, we always have to touch on this. When it say your daughter shall prophesy, that don't mean you're going to be out there on the highways and byways calling for precepts. No. That simply means that the Lord may give you a dream, all right, and you tell your dream to a brother, and the Lord may put the spirit on that brother to interpret that dream. That's simply what it means. Okay? Verse 18. And on my servants and on my handmaids will I pour out in those days of my spirit. Oh, the Lord is filling the earth with his spirit, you see? And they shall prophesy, And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath. Blood, fire. Hey, didn't we just see that fire? And vapor of smoke. Hey, man, guess what? It's plenty of earthquakes causing these volcanoes to go off. And what we just read, in the last days. Okay? This is the Lord performing his work, and it's beautifully playing out. Okay? Let's go to the next article. News and prophecy. What we got next? Okay? This will be the last article. We're going to get a couple more precepts and close it out. More mass shootings. Right? Police. 9 teenagers injured in Saturday birthday party shooting. You can't make this up, man. All right. And I believe these are Jakes. Okay. It happened in LaPlace, which I believe is in Louisiana. Right. It says police are still investigating a shooting at a 12-year-old birthday party that left 9 teenagers injured. What you doing with a gun? How you get invited to a birthday party with a gun? Right? It says the incident took place around 8:30 on Saturday in the 600 block of Gulfview Drive. Officials say there were more than 60 young people at the party, and fighting broke out between 2 armed groups. What the hell? Where the parents at, man? Damn. And you shouldn't even be having no goddamn birthday party, to be honest. All right? It says 7 teenagers were treated for minor gun-related injuries and released from the hospital. A 14-year-old and a 17-year-old are still hospitalized for a stomach injury and a head wound, respectively. Right? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's the end of that article. Okay? And what we just read in Matthew chapter 24. All right? The love of many waxing old. All right? This is all biblical prophecy playing out. So let's get here in 2 Ezra 15 and we'll close it out. It says, behold, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Yeah, don't worry about the vocab alone. We gonna destroy your false doctrine. We ain't checking for you. We gonna keep defending the gospel as the Lord told us to do. All right. Again, it says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee." Yeah, these devils imagine mischief against the elect or the children of Israel. Let not the incredulity, the unbelief of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Why? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You see? And that's what we seeing playing out. All right, this famine is going to be monumental. It's going to, the Lord is bringing great wrath. So, it's going to be a great famine. All right? It's going to be a great sword. It's going to be great destruction. All right? Why? Because we are in Babylon the Great. Okay? The height of wickedness. Oh, there it is. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, you see? And their hurtful works are fulfilled. So that's why we seeing all these things playing out. Because their hurtful works are fulfilled. And the Lord is visiting the earth which he made. That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord will has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are my teachers, who rule well, teach well. Lord willing, coming at you a lesson. Till the next time I say, Shalom.